See if this whole thing works. Holy moly. Share this on Insta. Tell the people that I'm live. 1 second, please. So, for anybody who's in the chat, welcome. It's a very spontaneous live stream today. I haven't done one of these streams in, I think, 7 months, dude. It's been over 6 months since I've last done one of these. I'll just quickly get the chat on my screen. Live chat. Okay, we got Benjamin. Benjamin, hello. You're the first one to comment today. We got NCL music. Hi. What's up? What's up? Jeez, man. It's been such a long time since I've last done one of these live streams. Schön dich wieder zu sehen. Schön dich auch wieder zu sehen oder zu lesen. Hi from Italy. What's up, man? Got a lot of highs. The Alchemist. What's up, Dennis? My friend. Nice to have you here. We got Beyond the Haze Music. That's a dope-ass name, dude. Hey, man. Yeah. So, I unfortunately to do the switching between the views in OBS, so you're probably going to see the screen a couple times because I didn't manage to connect my Stream Deck. For some reason, it's not working. Yeah, you can see the room is slightly different. Got Hey from Jersey. Yeah, you can see my clothes. Very professional for live streaming. A new perspective to the room, man. Holy moly. When did I last stream? It was such a long time. Yeah, I was in a different position in my room the last time I streamed. And now I have this synth gear rack over here, which is also new, but I'm not sure if I'm able to show you guys it today. No pants, please. No guarantees. Yeah. Anyway. Are you streaming from Mac, by the way? Just curious how they can handle streaming. Yeah, that's a good question, man. Because Macs are notorious to be not so good with streaming, but I'm streaming from a Mac. And I'm using OBS. How do you call it? The standard OBS Studio, not Streamlabs OBS. I couldn't really get the configuration that I wanted with the Streamlabs version. So I'm using some plugins for these little chats and all. But it works quite well. It handles Ableton Live well. I can stream in 4K, which is amazing. Progressive House today, I have no idea. We're going to test it out. Man, for me, it's about just saying hi to everybody who's joining in today and just giving it a go, you know, maybe giving you a few life updates along the way. So yeah, again, welcome everybody who's joined in. This is the first live stream that I'm doing after a 7-month break from live streaming. So let's see how this goes. Let's just dive right in. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask. Drop your comments in the chat and I will answer as soon as I possibly can. But for now, I'm going to try to come up with something that's interesting, yeah? So the most recent release was Luna, Deep Progressive Production Suite. And I'm going to try to make that pack today's focus, but to be honest, I just want to go with the flow. Just configure my keyboard here really quick. Okay. And purchased Luna the other day. Amazing sample pack. Thank you so much. We got Yama Hakimi. What's up, man? Nice to see you too. And the whole YouTube chat looks different too. Man, Yama. So cool, man. We got the core fans of the channel here. So yeah, I hope you can see it. Let me just double check if Ableton is on. For some reason I can't see my... I really want to double check to make sure everything's working out. But it looks like everything's working. The audio is clear. There we frickin' go, dude. All right. I'm going to put my cell phone here so I can read the chat on the side. Yeah, let's start with kick. Sound packs, production suites, Luna, one shots, kicks. So, my favorite kick, or I could start with a different one today. Or where was that one kick? I remember creating it a while ago. Kind of Tim Greenish type kick. Start with 4 to the floor. Yeah, I finished a lot of music past couple days. Got a top loop here just for measures to see if it works with the kick. Sounds good. I'm using Ableton Live 12, the beta, which has a few new functions, so maybe I can show you some stuff. For example, let's look for a track. See if this works. Something that I want to try. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. So let's say I want the kick from this track. Yeah. Let's see if we can take the kick here. There's this new sort of drum clone thing that I discovered. The interface is a bit buggy, but it's really great for sampling kicks. Hope this works. Let's see. Load an audio file by dragging or using the file selector. So unfortunately, oh, you can. Never mind, you can drag and drop samples in there. That's so dope. So then we can hit play, input, output. Okay, that's the high pass kick. Is it high pass? Maybe a different part of the sample. Or we need to consolidate it, I think. Yeah, consolidate it first and then drop it in here. There we go. So input, output. Nice. Kick Stealer 4000. Yeah, so we have a A-B sort of kick comparison. I have my own kick plus a kick that I like from this track over here. And now let's say I want the top loop from that track, Tim Green. Let's go for this top loop. Put it here for now. Got any more people commenting? So good to see you back streaming. Hope everything is well and maybe the inspiration flow. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for commenting. Cheers from Madrid. What's up, Jorge? Jorge? Tim Green of Volen Sentir, guys. Yeah. Papadaya. Hi, Kevin. Good to see you live. Yeah, good to see you too, man. Thanks. So the new sort of thing about Ableton Live 12 is the stem separation. Separate stems to new audio track. You know, high quality, which is new. Previously, you had to enter like a text command to enable this, but now it's on by default. Unfortunately, there is no option to go in deep, like deeper into the drums and be able to separate like the kick from the tops and stuff like that. That'd be cool. But in this case, you can just separate the vocals, bass, drums, and others like I think effects and stuff like that. Then it runs through. It takes a while. You know what? I don't want to do it for the entire track because that's going to take way too long. But we could do it for this particular section. Or maybe where the bass comes in. Yeah? Is this 122, this track? 122 BPM? Definitely need to make sure before we start warping it. or start using it. I guess we'll have to search it up. I don't know what the BPM is the correct one. Tim Green, Jessica Beacon, BPM key. This seems to be, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? 122. Callahan, no, that's the wrong track. Maybe we can find it on Beatport. There, it should display the right key. Mongolian Warrior. Okay, that's weird. Let's see. Beatport. Come on, dude. Yeah. So, what does it say here? 123 BPM D major. Okay, back into Ableton Live. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2. Yeah, that seems about right. So we make sure we really get an 8-bar loop out of this thing. So we just Command E to separate this joint, and then we consolidate it with Command J. And now we can separate this to new audio, the stems. It'll load much faster for that particular snippet. It takes a bit of time. And then it renders that out into 4 individual stems, I think. Yeah, 4. Yeah. Got some. Okay, no vocal because there's no vocal in that particular section. Got the drums, sound kind of warpy. We got the bass. Snatched it. This can be kind of cool for educational purposes, you know? Really get to hone in on the melodies and stuff like that and be able to replicate them. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to not miss any comments here. I am from South Africa, says Zilla. Zilla Goodman? Goodman. I've been downloading your live streams last month. I've learned your process, workflow, and upgraded as I learned from you. I'm more confident with my production now. I'm happy to hear that, man. Moin moin. Hello, Jays. What's up? I've been following you silently for a while. Just want to give you a big up. Always had honest, good energy. Happy to hear that, man. Thank you. How are you, buddy? So far, so good. Life's been turbulent, but it's good. Love that track you're referencing with. By the way, it's amazing. Yeah. Mongolian Warrior is another amazing one. I gotta listen to it for sure. But let's see what we can do. And usually if you have the stems separated like this, then you can use the Drumclone on this here. Yeah, Drumclone. Drumclone's the highlight here, man. It's a pretty cool tool to rip kicks. Let's see if we can take the bass line, mangle it maybe a bit more. I like my kick more, to be honest. Okay, but let's go for the tops. Take the top loops. I don't plan on snatching the entire track. That'd be kind of weird. Can use these as like a background or something. And I want to get creative today. So what are we going to use? Let's clean up the session a bit. Just chucking a few top loops, man. It's just most best way to start. And the cool thing is now that you have the bass, you can show similar files And you don't have to use Tim Green's bass here. You can use a similar alteration of that bass like this. Now you know that Ableton Live knows how it sounds like. Now it's really stereo for some reason, so let's not do stereo here. Is it loud enough? I hope it's loud enough. For me, it sounds kind of quiet. Use some Cube or Diva. I haven't used Cube in a long time. This could also fit in between. So we get some kind of bass. There's this one top loop from Luna that I really like. My favorite one from the pack. It's called Green. And you wonder why? This one here. Maybe we could use like a chorus here to make this a little wider than the other loop. Yeah, like a background type of thing, you know? So a new tool that I've been using for sidechain recently. No, it's not Sucker. Stucker. Let's make the screen a little larger. I think it's better for people to see what's going on in the live stream. Also, since you can't see what's down here in the bottom left because I have my camera there, I'm gonna enable the full browser, full height, so the devices are shifted more towards the right. Good volume for me. Good to hear that. It's loud enough. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, GM Ducker, really good sidechain plugin. Sidechain that to the kick. It doesn't sidechain according to the value, like the volume of the kick, but rather the transient. It has like this transient detection. And you can adjust the curve here. We're just stacking top loops, man. Not overthinking this whole thing. Like a conga, maybe? Additional conga? Conga. Yeah, where was I? A bit larger, yeah, so you can see what's going on the screen. Let's yeah, let's do some creative stuff maybe with what's this thing called? Polyllop or something. Polyrhythmic stuff maybe. Just maybe. Just testing, yeah. This here, slice mode. Can I randomize this? Let's see. Bit loud. Also not sure about this sound. Maybe something more Tom-like, I don't know. Like this. take that? Not sure. Okay, that's one loop. One. What's up, Sirion? Why is Ableton UI so small? Yeah, I just enlarged it a bit. So you should have these multiple layers. Yeah. There we go. We got two layers, layer A and B now. Weird polyrhythmic stuff here. That sounds fucking dope. Holy frick. Good. So trash that, more than enough. Actually, let's not trash it. Let's keep it for reference so we know how we created it. Because when I come back to my older project files and I'm like, where did I get that groove from? Having this in my session at least gives me an indication that I created using it with created it using that plugin. Yeah. So you can duplicate left and right. Yeah, that's a bit of life. Okay, getting some minor lags. I hear some minor lags. I'm gonna actually, I don't know. What happened there? I think the loop length isn't set correctly. Yes. Always make sure the loop length is set correctly. I wish Ableton could give us a feature to hide a track. Yeah, I would like that too. Yeah, let's see where this is gonna take us, this track, man. That's our Conga L, Conga right. Got this together with our tops. Can we take something else from the original? Maybe this here. Holy moly. Yeah, let's just steal it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just kidding. That sounds cool. Show similar files. Man, the show similar files feature is just completely changed my workflow. I love it so much. So happy that Ableton Live introduced that. Like a text. I love these sort of texture sounds. They give so much life to the drum grooves. You have no idea how much these little things are doing. That's weird. Let's take that. That's weird. Let's take that. Sure. Yeah, just whatever sounds interesting here. Whatever sounds interesting. Whatever sounds interesting. Yep. Some Roya stuff. Let's see, maybe we can add some like mid-range bass. But we need to find like the tonal foundation first before we go for bass, because I haven't decided on the key yet. Let's blend in these elements, see which one sounds good. Oh, that could be like a good start for like a mid-range progressive bass. Maybe we can go for something ambient and progressive at the same time, like organic progressive, I don't know. Where is this from? Which sample pack? Really good sample pack. Good sound. Take that. Good. More than enough. So we're done. Done. Oh, what is this? The top tom. I like that sound from Tim Green's track, but I want to make it somehow not recognizable, you know? Not sure if I'm going to use it. Sample that. Oi, Chevrolet Lockdown, yeah. Hey, Soul Hunter, what's up? Dave Schulze, what's up, my friend? Okay. So that's that. So we got Papadaya. Asking how did I use the stem separation? I used it by, I have this track over here, which sounded like this beforehand. Just a little snippet, you right click and you separate stems to new audio track, high quality, separate. Takes some time to load and it splits you out 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks. Or 3, I don't know, depending on how many selected here in this menu. Yeah. And you can then extract individual stems from the tracks, like I did with the melody here. You can use them as a starting point, a reference, and then show similar files, for example, for the melody, yeah? That's how I found the texture sound for this specific loop. So maybe we could do like a... And just need to match the key of these two. Put this into a granulator, maybe we can make a pad out of it. Ooh. Suck. Thanks for showing it again. Yeah. This is a new feature in Ableton Live 12, which isn't out yet. It's a beta. Daniel Sierralta says, hey Kevin, great to see you stream again. Thanks, man. Great to have you joining in. Maybe we can create some chords. I'm feeling lazy and I'm in no way a music theory expert, so I'm gonna use this. Combine that with Contact. Oh, you loaded the wrong version of Contact. I don't think that matters too much. Just hope it doesn't crash. Looking good. Where's my library, dude? Denil Swan Piano. Where is it? Yeah, that's what happens if you load something else. Let's take the 7. The Contact 8, I'm still not too familiar with it. I've tried using the chord thing in the pattern generator, but I don't really like it. I like Contact 12 the most. So what key is this even? B, yeah, it's a B. E major. It's not a minor. Major for sure. Well, chords are definitely going to take it into more of an organic territory here. Let's see how this is going to work. Maybe it might work, maybe not. Nah, screw that for now. Let's expand on what we have. Let's maybe use parts of different bass loops to fill out the bass a little. So, see if we can use... I'm just testing out, guys, seeing what works today. I like definitely using more sample-based workflow. It's a little bit, I don't know, latency. I could definitely go for a higher latency. 128, why is it on 128? Ah, because it's the beta. Forgot to switch it back to 256. So let's use parts of this bass, see where we can fill it in the groove. This is good. Like this. that's even correct. I don't know. I think we need another one of these over here. Okay, I can barely hear that, but sure, let's go for it. What's up, Glenn? Alter. Was geht? Sorry, being a backseat driver here. No worries, man. Feel free to ask anytime. Squash at halftime. What do you mean? What should I squash halftime? Group audio tracks without actually consolidating? I don't know, what do you mean? You use Apple computers? Yeah, I use an Apple. I use a Mac. Mac Mini, I think the M2. Yeah. Let's high cut it. Maybe we could go for like a Playbox. Playbox is really inspiring. It's like this chord generator. Chords that are very sample based. Just lock it to your key. Now this is turning out to be a major track, like in the key of major. Let's see how this turns out, to be honest. So then once you got your thing. And capture MIDI. Got ourselves a little phrase here, yeah? A little random chords generator, basically. Such a happy little weird thingy. What even is this? That's a nice little sound here. Let's take this actually. Command Option F to set fades on clip edges. Not always reliable. Always need to double check here. You see? A little click here. We do it the other way around. Yeah, so it's not really recognizable as the original. What's up, Mason? See if we can get any alternatives from this contact layer. Maybe not the first one, but a different one. Let's duplicate that, freeze and flat. This is like a really just an inspiration generator. Bounce track and place. So we have that as audio now. Just in case we want to use it, or maybe not. One sec. Give me a second. I'm hearing like a beep noise or something. Dude, my mom's watching. My mom's watching a movie, and it had like an alarm clock in it. It's like, what the heck's going on, Mom? Yeah, it's my movie. Russian mothers, dude. Watch the weirdest movies. Yeah. Yeah, see. Maybe this might work here. The halftime anyway, you had a phrase from that in Tim Green track. You didn't. Ah, okay, I get what you mean. So basically this would be halftiming it. Okay. I feel like I need an ARP or something. What else do we have? We have a bit of material here. Have something from Roya. Yeah, man, this type of Volen Sentir organic house genre is like all about just layering. I watched a couple of videos by Volen Sentir on their Instagram when they rarely share something, or PROFF, and you can see like freaking layers. A lot of layers for their top loops, their drums. It's like so much textural stuff. Also their synths and basses, they're all just distributed across layers. I'm not always a fan of that type of style because sometimes it can sound too cluttered if you don't have good control over your elements. But specifically for organic house, that's like the vibe. Yeah, this Roya sample is really good. I think I need to clip it though. Clipping melodic samples doesn't really make sense. Yeah, you can't really hear the artifact, so let's compress it. Just compress it. Default compressor. gosh, those little peaks. Get more of a background sound. Auto pan tremolo maybe. Random. Yeah, auto pan looks a little different now. So I want chords. I definitely want chords, but I don't know how to incorporate them into my track. So let's duplicate this contact layer once again. Try to get something going here, man. Maybe create them ourselves. Usually when I want chords and I don't know how to come up with some, then I go for some kind of a bass note progression. Like, how do I want to... What's the melody, the bass melody that I'm having in my mind? I'll play through a little bit. There's one off-key element here. Yeah, it's this one. Don't know if I want it. Yeah, just like this. Could also go for just a sub to make it more. Or for some weird resample stuff. I could also. Cool, thank you. And now we got some more material. That's good. Good. That's all I need. Got some of those classic Volen Sentir bass rumbles. Sexy fucking sound. Yeah, a lot of tiny stuff, but nothing that really contributes massively to the overall like hookiness of the track, I would say. Nothing that's really memorable until now. Trying to achieve that with the chords. Bunch of background pacer stuff. Bass Sentir, let's call it bass. Make sure that we got some ducker on it. Actually could put this everywhere. This can go. I like it. Oh, also very gimmicky, you know. How much do I want to add to the drums, you know? You know. I could do it. Not really adding that much, is it? I kind of like how it contributes, though. And sorry if I'm missing a few messages here. How loud are my headphones when I produce? I don't know, like pleasant volume. Not too loud. Nothing that will get me fatigued too quickly. Thank you, Benjamin. All about the tops, yeah, it is. Organically speaking, it's a vibe. Thank you, man. Sound to brain. Trias from Wave Alchemy, yeah. I've tried it too. Long time ago though. We could try it again. Tiny stuff like that is just amazing. Yeah. Now we make chords out of this simple 3-note, whatever the F it is. Use my profanity today. Jesus Christ, mate. So we can blend in the scale just for measures and highlight the scale here too. So we got the root note, set the 1/1 here. Go. Shorten this so it doesn't overlap with the other notes. We got root note, minor third, perfect fifth, yeah. Actually, this is a major third, yeah, excuse me. So we got da da da. That's the bass note, okay? Again, then we can go da da da. If you're looking at me from the side, man, you might think I'm fucking crazy. Da, da, da. We got da 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 and da da da, something like that, maybe. We are all crazy here. Yeah, man. Top notes are too loud. Let's double the bass notes. Oh, now it's gonna get sexy in a second right here. Ah, nah. I was expecting it to be a little more sexy, to be honest. But maybe we can have Spire do the rest for us. Just the bass note, yeah. Go for a preset. Luna. Last note is a bit low, but let's see. That's it, man. That's Mr. Green. Mr. Tim? Mr. Tim Green? Are you watching? No, it's definitely overlapping with the other bass, but let's not think about that too much right now. I feel like the piano is too bright. It needs to be a little softer. Also, like, give it some noise. Actually, let's not give it noise. Get some piano. Let's humanize it a bit. Just a bit, like 10%, maybe 36%. How else can we make this more interesting? If we pitch everything down an octave. Maybe just the higher notes down an octave? I feel like I could use an ARP like a da-da, 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 you know, something like that. If we get the Spire layer for now. Oh, such a nice sub. For those of you wondering what I just did the whole time, like I'm playing in MIDI notes while not recording, because that's usually when the best freaking moments happen. But you hit capture MIDI, which is this button over here. You see? Basically always recording all the time. If you have that track, that particular track record armed. And it's quite practical because I have a MIDI keyboard which has the capture MIDI button on it. But you could just hit Command M and map this button to your controller or whatever, or Command K, and you can also map this to a keyboard on your desktop, like on your keyboard. Yeah. The key on your keyboard, yeah. And then we hit 16ths, Command U to quantize. Don't need the bottom. Make it stand out a little more. Crunch it up. Works quite well with the other bass, like in response to the other bass that we have. Which I have no idea where it is. This one. Basically the same progression. So. We got G sharp, D sharp, F sharp. D sharp. See if this works. C sharp. No, it's G sharp, D sharp, G sharp, D sharp. Following the bass. Yeah. There we go. We humanize it again. We got ourselves an A-B column response. There we go. Make these red so we know what they belong together. This is red. Colorblind. Oh, yes. Doesn't matter that the bass is overlapping, man. I love Harmony Bloom for the smooth melodies. Yeah, it's nice that you're reminding me of that, man. Spire is your new lovely synth. Yes, Diva made it off the list. I still love Diva, but Spire is a little more intuitive to learn, I feel like. More intuitive to use. Also, I'm just tired of using Diva all the time, man. I'm at the point where I've installed a skin for Diva because I'm bored of seeing the interface. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should use a different synth. And another new thing about Ableton Live is this panel over here, the Splice panel, which is actually really good. I don't like the way it's just built in like a freaking block of metal into Ableton Live. But it works quite well, so that's what counts, right? So we can search up B major. Ableton included, what's that? Yeah. Be like a break thing. So you get access to Splice in Ableton Live, which is kind of handy. It's a little buggy. Like you need to go out of the Splice window to be able to search. Or maybe it's not a bug, but it's a feature. Yeah, what else? Do you happen to mix at low level usually? Am I at low level? What level is my kick at? I don't pay too much attention, but I probably should have. I usually like to start with the kick at minus 10 dB, which is minus 11, so it's a pretty fair volume to start with. Yeah, and then once you have that, every other element, you just focus around that and you're good to go. Like minus 10 dB on the kick and then start. Might not use the whole thing. Maybe just like an octave up. And echo. Put it onto the layer directly. Dude, for some reason I want to make melancholic tracks, but the tracks just end up sounding happy. Pull that up a bit. Yeah, the bass is It's definitely interfering with the rest of the bass, but that's okay for now. I wanna date it. We need like a really happy vocal. Yeah. No. There we go. Now we have a bit more character to the track. And it might make sense to also like highlight the chords, hit Shift Tab, so you have at least a bit of a reference and you know, okay, which notes are in my chord. Solo this and solo the lead. See if we can edit these. So Command, click both, Shift Tab, and then. Pretty cool feature, yeah? That's it, bro. Man, but playing in your own melodies, I feel like just gives your track a different level of life instead of using sequencers all the time. Sequencers are great for like background stuff or more of like the techno minimal styles, but for this organic genre, playing in your own melodies just gives it a bit more character. For some reason, that's just something that I feel like I've discovered. Just a more organic genre, literally. Cutoff of Spire. Configure. Take this. Hit that. And because I didn't spend so much time on the drums in the beginning, made sure I just used a couple top loops. I have more time for the melodies and the stuff that like really matters for the character of the track. Like I hear a lot of tracks with where the drums are kind of shitty, but like the freaking essence, like the melodics carry so much beauty that it almost doesn't matter how good the drums are. So I'm definitely trying to get away from the whole drum programming thing and more into the melodic space right now. We got Gustavo. What's up, man? Kevin, a great tip I found recently is the texture playable in Omnisphere, harmonizing here and there with the melody. Yeah, texture playable, dude, is like my favorite folder in Omnisphere. We also have Papadaya saying, one good mixing trick is also if you reduce the volume in your headphones to 0 and then start to increase until you barely hear the track and notice what stands out. Yeah, that's definitely a good tip. You can hear some happy African chants, Lion King vibe. Yeah. Show us example of Omnisphere. Right now I'm taking control of this knob with my controller. Might as well just record it. Okay, let's hit record. We can highlight this and simplify envelope. So you want to make it as tangible as possible, your track. Like touch as much as you can. No homo. Bruh. Try to play in your own melodies, take control over the cutoff via your controller or whatever. If you have a synth, this is why I buy all these synths, you know, because I can touch everything. And it shows, it really does show in your music, dude. So let's see if we can duplicate this track, maybe pitch these up. Three scale degrees. Sounds like a cat. Need to copy this envelope and paste it onto the second cutoff because this one's doing the work. Or like Yoto. No, not like Yoto. What was his name again? Got his name, man. So I think it also starts Taiko. Okay, not every note is perfect, but we'll keep it in for now. So, what did I want to demonstrate? Be careful of the analog rabbit hole, may ruin your economy. Yes, it already did a little bit. Good bass, but the main melody is a bit too generic. Yeah. This one, yeah, it's a little happy. The overall track is already very happy, yeah. I was actually thinking of some kind of an arpeggio. Maybe we can use the same notes. Something like this. Also good. We can make it a bit more lively with some African vocals. I think it's a really good sounding track. Okay, best pack by far for vocals, in my opinion, is this one. Oh no, it wasn't this one. This one. You can just put it here, slice, and then just need to find the right key, yeah. A bit of fade in, fade out, reverb, delay, etc. might find happy accidents this way. It's cool. Yeah, cool little stab contributes quite well to the track. Where were we? Maybe some like vocal stab, one more thing. Okay. Yeah, I think I have enough for now. Might be missing a few stuff, but map it out, like basic arrangement or whatever. Yeah, got intro. See, maybe we can take this as a foundation, also what we have drawn in here. Go, all these layers go. Sort the drums first. Definitely need to. I can put the synth. Okay. Forgot to duplicate everything. Got some more base material here. Consolidate this to one clip. Command J. Yeah, grouping before arrangement does make sense, man, or else you lose control over the session. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too deep into this. Live stream has been going for quite a while. I don't know. See how much of this we can finish. Actually, just wanted to use the opportunity to say hi today again. It's been such a long while. So much has happened in the meantime. But yeah, ended up creating a track. I like it. What else? This is also synth material. Okay, this is bass. What is this? This let's call effects. Oh, we got two more layers that we need to sort, which is the textural stuff, the melody, synth. Tack, 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 tack. All right, Basie, and you go. Oh, come on. There you go. All right, is that everything? Groovy. It's good to see you around, brother. Thanks, man. Sweet Lullaby. Vocals remind you of Sweet Lullaby by Deep Forest. Very nice idea. Thanks, man. Yeah, if there's something that I'm working on at the moment, it's definitely going out more. Some of you might have already heard this. Haven't really spoken openly about this. But I'm at the point where the isolation's kind of getting on my nerves. Yeah, but it's up to me, you know? Just take a step outside my comfort zone, outside the studio. Same old routine. Oh, we got these bass layers. I forgot these. These were the ones that were overlapping with the other bass, yeah? A lot of layers here today. A lot of control we need to have. Yeah, and as a means to take a step outside of the comfort zone, I decided to take a pretty big step, which is going to ADE next week. Amsterdam Dance Event. So if any of you are also going there, let me know. I'm gonna take part in a couple showcases there, label showcases, see how it flows. I want to experience music live, you know. It's just, if you're just sitting at home in the studio all day, it's just, I don't know, fucks with your mind a little bit. You need to live life a little, you know. I got way too involved with the whole grandparent situation and everything. I just feel like taking a step into pulling my music into the world, you know. And I feel like any step outside helps right now. Probably make a video on this in the future, maybe after ADE. Let's see. All right, let's start arranging this thing here. Let's strip down whatever we can strip down, make it as empty as possible. So bass we don't need in the intro, right? And we don't need chord material. Chords just has too much character. No chords in the intro. What is this? Are we even using this? Like we don't need a cooldown. Just leave that out. Yeah. Yeah. If you enjoyed the preset sounds, feel free to check them out on LotusTunes. Now I know I used a lot of different sounds today, but some of them are from my site. Like this one. The main top loop. Makes the whole track come to life. From Luna. Carib, you're also going to Eddie. Nice. I'm going to the showcase on the 22nd of Dreaming Awake. That's the one that I want to see. And then the rest, I'm going to be doing like ADE lab stuff and seeing whatever comes my way. Make a vlog of ADE. Yeah, good idea. Good idea with the vlog. I think it's going to be inspiring for other people to join in as well, yeah. Plex has a workshop that I'd like to attend at 80. Nice. And like the whole freaking industry is there. It's crazy. The good thing about having this many stems, it gives you a lot of range to pull out the track. Like you can start with the essentials. And then build your track. I'm just looking for the right freaking stem. Okay, there's some kind of chord here. I don't know. It was this little annoying Zitar thingy. So this is the typical auto filter sound. It's about just taking away stuff from your intro, especially chord material, blending in stuff over a longer period of time like this. Having a solid groove for the intro though. Much too soon. Decide like step by step what you want to add in. You do that until like the break or the main section. Let's start with the essentials here. So Poncini says, I just started producing about a month or two ago and been watching your videos a lot to learn. What advice could you give me to actually start finishing my tracks? First of all, thank you for your question, man. Important question. I don't know where exactly you are at with your production journey, but I would say make the step towards duplicating your stems. Like once you feel like you have a good 8-bar loop, like with all the material that you want to collect, it doesn't need to be hundreds of tracks like I have here, but like a solid foundation that you feel like, oh, this is nice. Like, I like the sound of it. And you have like the bass, the pads, maybe just a few arpeggios, solid drum foundation. Just start duplicating. Just do it. Because that's the step that's gonna, like, it's just the step that counts. You know, duplicate across your entire canvas and then just start, you know, deleting clips and seeing what works, what doesn't. Because this is the step that a lot of people don't want to take, including me for years, by the way. But it's the one that is like the most uncomfortable, but the one that is the most rewarding, because this is the step that it'll take to finish the music. Not all tracks work out, but having that canvas laid out where you can, start to tweak automation and see, okay, if I add more reverb to this section, then okay, that actually sounds like it's building tension. Oh, what if I open the cutoff on the bass instead of the main melody? How does that sound like? It's those little tiny, neural connections that the brain needs to make in order to learn how to arrange tracks and get the flow of it. Sometimes importing tracks, like reference tracks, can help. I did that like a few times, but to be honest, it's not so much my thing. I like just seeing wherever my track wants to flow, but especially beginners, I would recommend that. Yeah, just start arranging, man. That's the essential tip that I want to give for finishing tracks. Yeah, thanks for the question again, man. Deep forest vocals, truly powerful. A lot of deep forest people here. Sounds kind of weird. Hey Nirmal, what's up, man? Nice to have you. Doing well. Doing well, all in all. Life has its own sets of challenges, like it does for everyone. But I'm doing my best to really focus on the things that I love doing, which is music. And I'm working on getting outside the house more often. Not just to go out, but, in the musical context. I want my music to be heard. I don't want to just sit in the studio all day long. Live life a little, yeah. But I hope you're well. Hope you're also doing well. I feel like this track is just developing too soon. This sort of vibe that we get from the intro here, I want to drag that out. It was good to see you play recently. Yeah, on the Instagram. Maybe we can have the chords just a bit later? I don't know. Squeak. It's gonna be a very chill track, I don't want to go overboard. I have enough elements now. Maybe I just fill it out with some dudukes or ear candy. Like in the break or something. The track is still developing very quickly, too soon. I feel like this needs to be introduced later, all this stuff here. I got this in the intro. This is part 1. Guitar gives us space to arrange. But I feel like we can definitely add a bit more variation to this. And then we got E, D, G, E, D. Oops. This element alone is very beautiful. Nice. So just a bit more variation, you know? And then we can loop this and drag this out. Instead of 8 for loop, we have 16, I think. Or instead of 4, we have 8, I mean, yeah. All day I dream it. This is 100% all day I dream. Yeah, for sure. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well, Nirmal. Do you have a Duduk library? Yes, I actually created a sound pack with, in I think, a Iranian Armenian Duduk player, Yerevan. Yerevan. The Duduk expansion. I see some sounds in major here. Maybe we can use this. So, key of A. I think 2 F steps up. Yeah. Goosebumps. Nice. It's very not so audible, but you get the vibe. Yeah, fucking awesome. Sounds like Melody of the Soul. You guys know the label Melody of the Soul? It's very much this style. Cookie, yeah. What's up, man? It's gonna sound fire. Thanks, Gustavo. Man, Gustavo, I heard a couple of your tracks that you posted in your story, man. They're really, really top notch. Like, really like the drum grooves. Would definitely like to learn from you too, man. Or do a collab or something. Like your stuff. That's enough just to tease it. Oh no, we have to play it. Okay, now what do we want to introduce? I feel like we should put the break over here. It's already 2 minutes. We need some kind of a little thingy here. We need some Foley, like ambience, weird ambience. Dub Organica, man. Nice Foley in there. Boom, doom, doom. So, how do we want to do this? It's a good question. I don't know. How much do we want to take away before the chorus? Okay, I'm gonna make it feel like a contrast. Too much taken away. How do we do this, dude? How can I? Nah. Like this needs to go. This dum 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 da da dum. Man, there's just a lot of bright stuff here, man. Some time to develop again. This is what I mean, like you need to be able to take the step towards arrangement, because then you see like what works, what doesn't work. Do I need to filter it in? Do I need to filter it out? Do I need to leave it out completely? This is practice, repetition. Yeah, man. Gustavo, I'll hit you up on Insta. Or we should just message on Insta. Which labels would you say this fits? I would say Melody of the Soul for sure. Melody of the Soul. It's the one that I have in mind. Or something there's a Russian label. I forgot the name of it. Tim Green released this track, Sea Paradise, on it. Sea Parade, excuse me. Yeah, Shanti Radio Moscow would fit very well to that label. Yeah, I like it when the break gives contrast to the drop. We need this sound in here. At least one atmospheric sound. This could be later. Sounds too empty without these grooves. Got something to add here. Maybe I can add this guy in the chorus. Chorus Trip, yeah. Dave Pad. Oh, I didn't know Dave Pad was the label owner. Cool. Yeah, and also something else that I've been thinking about, and maybe you guys could give me a few tips here. I wanted to upload a few mixes, like performances, and I'm not sure if I should do it on this YouTube channel or the other one. I have another smaller channel with like 800 subscribers. I don't think it makes too much sense to split the channels once again. Mixes and performances and that kind of stuff. I did a poll, but it was like almost 50-50. Feedback on the echo. A different sound in the pre-drop. Also, we need like a drum fill. You could use the ones in Roya. These are not suitable. This sound is just not the right one for the pre-drop. B major. Let's see what we got. This is a nice sound. I can't see. Oh yeah, I could use my vocals here. Let's see. Nice. I remember creating this one. Very fitting to my current life situation. put this at the pre-drop. That's nice. Nice, man. It's always the vocals that do it. Just takes a lot of testing, you know, testing and testing. Might not find the right sound for in the first session. Like it's working out quite well today, but you know, I have sessions where it's like work on days until I find that one sound. Myself, something myself. Suno, I don't know too much about Suno, man. Dave Pad is also Traversia. Really? I didn't know that. Man, you're spitting some facts here. Some knowledge. I don't really like the ping pong delay on this. Much better. We need some crash. Shaker fill. Yeah, LotusTunes Organic House Essentials. A Jet 2 holiday type ad here. I need some like Serum 2 sound design. Let's not get carried away. If I start doing that, then I'm not gonna finish this shit. Oh, the chords are also going into the same delay. Has like 90% feedback on it. Might be a little too much. And that's it. That's all we need, bro. That's all we need. Got the track. Got the track. We got the idea. Let's do another version of this. And some of you might have seen that one Instagram post where I gave you some tips about arrangement. This is exactly what I mean. Like you take an element, you take the same element, duplicate it across another track or the same track, and you just pitch it up or down, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a perfect fit. Or up 7, which is also perfect fit. That doesn't sound too good, but... Perfect, fine, fine. Okay. Makebo, yeah. You're counting down the days until I show you how I did the Roya vocals? I think I explained it in a stream once. Roya. Which one? A lot of people liked the Roya vocals for some reason. Yeah, those are just my vocals. And put them through Audemy. Yeah. These are 11 labs.
Dreams are the quiet architects of the soul.
Something like that, yeah. This is just a little too much feedback to the piano. Let's duplicate this layer. Less. Okay. Let's see how much of the drums we can take out in the break. If we can just do it at once, or we need to do it softer. Maybe. This is the part where a lot of automation is going to happen here. I still need to decide which elements to take out. There's a little click happening here. I don't like it. Yep, there it is. There it is. Ton of reverb here. The quotes. Yeah, the quotes I did with 11 labs and processed a bit. So what did we do in this drop? Like we need to go back to this sort of drop here. So you can just copy this, paste it over here. There we go. I don't know if we can pull that off though. I don't know if we can pull that off, that move. Yeah, not this sounds too sudden. Yeah. Break needs a lot more time spent on it. It's always the question, how do I want to make my break? We need some filters to filter down all this stuff here. Do we want to do it before the drop or suddenly as the drop hits? I mean the break. Let's redo that. Much better. Still that one wobbly bass. Can leave this in. It's nice. Oops. This might be the point where I need to reference another track. Not too sure. If I should add in the tops, I should bring them in here or not. Or maybe we could do like a... Nah, that's too cold turkey. Yeah, it's about like fine-tuning the automation, deciding what plays in the chorus, what doesn't. The auto filter is really important here. good. Ah, the core is done. So it's missing some automation, some extra ear candy. The pre-drop needs some work. Definitely. There's still a lot happening. Like, I need to really focus on what happens half a bar before the main section hits. Yeah. And like some white noise risers type stuff. Transitions. Like a longer white noise from Roya. I put like my most essential effects in Roya. Transitions are really good there. Jet 2 Holiday. Or maybe we could do like a kick and then all the tops in type thing. Try filtering the first kick of the drop, the impact on the first clap. Okay. What if we leave it out? I'm not too sure. Let's try the filter thingy. Filter the first kick, you say? Mr. Gustavo. Let's see. What if you do like a... Just a double kick the auto filter. Low pass. Ah, sorry. Sorry for the people having to listen to this vocal over and over. Maybe do like a weird. I don't know if I should high pass it or not. Alright, let's leave it like this, I guess. For now, I might change it later. Thanks, Raven. Maybe we can use a melody in this section that we... my back's saying... Take a break. My mind's telling me no. Might sound cheesy, but fuck yeah. You like to produce standing? Yeah, good idea. I bought a standing desk, but my cable management is so shit that I can't pull my table upward because all my cable is gonna disconnect from my Mac. So I need to do all this cable stuff, you know. Time to filter out. I dropped an audio monitor once thanks to my elevating desk. Whoa. Just connected the track, sounds hypnotic and amazing at the same time. Thanks, man. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, this is definitely worth releasing, man. Holy moly. Really enjoyed this one. Here. That's it. That's our outro group right there. Right there. There we go, guys. There we go. That's the track. Forgot the drum bus. Nice to have had you here, man, Papadaya. It's been fun. I am out for this time. Keep up the good work. You feel you want to get out more. I get it. Keeping that grind is most people don't do. Keep it up. No, I'm definitely gonna continue with the music and all, but just expanding more outward, you know. Can't sit in front of the desk all the time. It's not healthy. Need to have a slightly more active life, you know? That's what I meant. But yeah, thanks for joining in, man. Awesome. Thank you everyone for joining today's live stream. Do some like final mastering stuff. I'm not a mastering expert. I just like having my stuff loud. Out the shakers a bit more. Hitting -6? Really? No way. I'm not hitting -6. There's no way. -16. We got a lot of room left. Smack Gullfoss on everything. Gullfoss, fix my mix. Where did you see that I'm hitting -6? Ah, privet. We got a Russian comment. Man, I feel like there's some like Argentinians are absolute fans of like Guy J type progressive house, and we got like the Slavic region, absolute fan of organic house like Volen Sentir. I feel like that's fairly consistent, I would say. Bit of a happy melody, cheesy, but hey, you were joking. I really thought I was going minus 60 we did. I love the double kick. Maybe we can play the melody one more time here. Buenos Aires, it's like the Mecca progressive house. Hey man, Hassan. What's up? Ah, from Iran. Salam. Salam Azizam. Azizam is like my love. I think. Yeah, there you go, man. That's the track. That's that. I can't read Farsi, unfortunately, my friend. Yeah. But it's basically like the core groove is playing the entire track, and I just had to mute it out. This is something that is very usual for this style of organic house. You hear this a lot with Jorge Hewek. They have their tops playing, like their core groove and the tops playing from the track start to finish, with the break as like an exception. Most of the arrangement happens in the melodic stuff, textures and everything. This turned out to be, like, I never compose my tracks in major, but recently I've been doing a lot of major stuff. Yeah. How do we call this? I think, okay. I'm gonna export this now. While it's exporting, I can maybe show you a few IDs that I'm working on. So what do we call this? Excuse me. So produced on stream, maybe. Or you know what? We're gonna put into idea bounces. New folder, call it live stream 17/10/25. Live 12 beta, so I know it's not the official version of live and I don't search for it like a maniac. Let's call this one Forest People. Somebody said that in the beginning of the stream. So we call this Forest People. we go. Export MP3 and WAV. You want to go further? Try Lydian, but it can sound pretty cheesy. Yeah. Lydian, Mixolydian, Dorian, that kind of stuff. So. What else do I have? Yeah, I've been working a lot of progressive house recently. Stuff like this here. Yeah, guys, thank you for tuning into the track creation process today. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna give you like a rundown of maybe just a few of my tracks, maybe speak about a couple things. I'd say now is where the chill outro part of the stream happens. Look how many versions, dude. You're welcome. That's my vibe, definitely. Like the style that I usually like to produce. And it's such a dope track. Yepa! The Korg MS-20 was my best friend in that track. What else do I have? This is probably one of my most favorite tracks here. This one here. It's also very happy. Nice to see you back in a good shape and well. Thanks, man. Yeah, life is still very hectic, man. A lot of shit going on. I've learned to find distance, to find space for myself, despite there being so much happening, you know? Still, a lot of paperwork and documents for my grandparents and my mom. I have to manage a lot, but boundaries are becoming more and more a thing. Because I'm like, I have to find time and space for music and doing my stuff here. And this track makes me want to freaking cry, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, love this track so much. Oh my gosh. That's the sound people hard dance to? You mean this track right now? I love that the track is so simple and has like a funky bass line and these blissful atmospheres. Yeah. And this one I finished today, which is very unusual for my style. This is like a funky house disco track. I feel like when I'm not 100%, that's when I most dig for new sounds, new plugins and stuff. When I'm okay, I can make something from what I have. Okay, gotcha. Like the intro of this track, you can't tell where it's going. You think it's going to be more melodic and lush, but it's not. That ARP you hear in the background is the Innovation Peak here. Like funky, bruh. Funky. This track was not easy to make. Absolute struggle. I'm gonna be honest with you. So much tweaking. It's fun, dude. I don't know why I like it so much. Completely, just, I don't know. Different style than what I'm used to. It's like disco pure, dude. At some point, you got like this soul vocal sample coming in. Where are we heading, dude? Amazing track. Still like it somehow, even though it's so different to what I usually produce. Just grabbed that little soul sample, chopped it up, and ended up putting that into the track, and that completely dictated how it turned out. And then we got stuff like this. It's a little heavier. Thank you, man. The groove in this one is insane. More of like that Guy J type feeling. Did you guys see the Patrice Bäumel boom set? Boom Festival, this one here, gotta watch it. So, like, one of the crispiest mixes I've heard in a long time. And I feel like this track would fit very well, the one that you're hearing right now. It's like this static groove, same bass, playing all the time with just atmospheres doing the rest. And then it evolves at some point. This weird melody. No structure to the melody at all. Yeah, cool. This is the track that we finished today. 7 minutes 21. Put it on SoundCloud. Private. Upload that joint. There we go. So I can listen it. Listen to it. How do you get that volume on the toms and perks in the mix? I don't know. How did I do it? Maybe I can find the project file for it. I can show you what's going on. Oops. What was the name of the track again that I just turned on? Stem Split Drumclone. Okay, it was actually Live 12 Beta. Where's quit? Awesome. So how did I get the volume on the toms and the holy frick, this project. It's actually not that much going on, funny enough. This one here. A few samples here. Just an absolute mess. I think this was the original. Just some track. A sidechain track. Yeah. It's just a track. A track that I liked. And I was like, no, I can't take it, so I need to make something unique. So I added a steps. Put that onto the frequency. Might be a bit too resonant, I'm gonna be honest here. But it really grooves, you know? So it's just about, you know, sound design and picking the right sounds rather than thinking of, like, how loud do you want them. Like, I never think of, how loud do I want my toms? Usually not. Just like, mix them in by feeling, just with volume, you know? Yeah. And then this a single track, I remember like going through a few atmospheres and just putting everything on one track. It's too lazy to split it out. Yeah. And the melody, played it in myself with the MIDI quantizer on. I think originally it sounded like this. But with the MIDI quantizer? Get those like really... Gosh, that's a lot of feedback. Yeah, Guy J's melodies are just, you know, some simple progression, but they have a lot of reverb and delay. That's something that I find a lot in his tracks, especially when the breakdown happens. Uses a lot of delay and reverb on his synths. I like the resonance. Cool. Nice to see you on stream again. Hey, Wuzulu. Just get up, man. Probably hits the stomach pretty well on a big sound system, yeah. Thanks for the help. I always struggle with the low percussion volume. Volume is usually not something that I never think about when it comes to percussion. I don't know. Like sound selection and really just make sure they're loud enough. It's as simple as that. If they're too quiet, just make them louder. Best tip ever, but it's true. I like the way this transitions into the... Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Waveform looking semi-solid. It's the drum bus doing its work, I would say. Yeah, and for those of you new to the channel, you guys know that I have a website that is focused around selling sound packs. Oh, I love the bass with the chord. Luna is my most recent pack. Roya has a lot of good sounds. I used a few sounds from Organic House Essentials today. Got a couple bundles as well. Love for you to check that out too. Yeah. Also, let me guys know. Let me know, guys. German sentence structure just got into my brain. Let me know if coaching would be interesting to you guys. I'm planning on doing some kind of a coaching in the future. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like creating sound packs too often anymore. Like that's just been my vibe for the past 3 years. And at some point you wanna switch it up a bit, yeah. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna have to cut the stream or else it'll get too long. And YouTube has a tendency to delete streams if they get too long. So I'm gonna make sure to hit the stop button in any second. For those of you who joined, thank you so much. Oh, full screen. Yeah, thank you so much for watching today's live stream. I definitely enjoyed it. Very professional. The clothing in the background. Yeah, I had a lot of fun composing the track. If you had a lot of fun too, make sure to like and subscribe. And grab the sounds on LotusTunes.com. Again, I would have liked to stream a little longer, but I'm really unsure how YouTube does it with the cap because I'm already at 3 hours. 3 hours stream. Jesus. Yeah. I hope somebody recorded this live stream because I'm not sure if it's going to be fully uploaded to YouTube. But yeah. Thank you, guys.